Okay, so if you can look here at the screen, here are your answers for labeling your coordinate plane. You can just pause it if you want to and look at them, make sure you got them all right. The Q stands for quadrant. Please notice that for letter E, I did not put 0, 0. That's the origin. You've got to make sure that you name it correctly. But those are your parts of the coordinate plane. And now I want to move to how we graph a function. Now, when I say the word function, we use that word in chapter 1. Function is just a special way of explaining your equation. It's an equation. Actually, the equation was a function rule. So what we're going to do in this lesson is we're going to take a function or a function rule and we're going to learn how to graph it. So the first step in making your in graphing your function is you're going to make a table with the given domain. All right? Oh, now domain, that's a word from chapter 1. We talked about domain and range. Your domain, that's your x values. Okay? So when I talk about making a table, I'm talking about an XY table just like that. Okay? Your x values will be given, that's your given domain. You're going to put those right here in this first column. Got it? Now, step 2 is you're going to identify the range. Identify the range. Okay? So the range, that's your y, that's not y. That's your y values. Now, how are you going to get your y values? Well, simple. You're going to be given an equation or a function, y equals something going on. You're going to plug in your value for x to give you that particular y for the function. That's how you get your range. So for every x value that you have on your table, you're going to have a y value to go with it. All right? And that, ladies and gentlemen, produces your points. That's your x, that's your y, that's your coordinates of a point. And then step 3 is when you actually plot the points. Okay? Plot the points on your graph. Because we are graphing functions, this is when you connect your points to make a line. So that's going to be your last step. Your point should be in a nice, if it's a function, it'll be a nice straight line because we're talking about linear functions, so they're straight lines, and then you'll take a straight edge or something and connect them so you have a nice straight line. So I'm going to stop the tape, or the video rather, not tape, and erase my board, and then we're going to look at example 1 and go through how to graph example 1.